Hello and welcome back. This second video is picking up immediately after the video for part 1 ended. And we're now on the space station. For some reason it seems to be raining in space. I'm not sure why that is. Perhaps it's space dust. I don't know. Anyway, our agents are immediately facing off against a couple of zealots. That guy there that we just shot into red paste has high explosive, and you definitely want to make sure that you pick that up. Do not let any of the high explosive detonate, because if a bomb goes off on a space station, well, I'm sure you can figure out the rest. Yeah, there is a zealot hiding just up here. Well, he's not really hiding, but it looks like he's hiding. The infrared doesn't do anything. It won't show up any enemies, which is a bit annoying because there's loads of places that you can't see in this level, which makes it a bit harder when you're trying to pick up high explosive and stop it from going off. It can be really frustrating at times, so you may die a couple of times while trying to complete this level. I know that I certainly did. Spider droid, not too tough now that we've got plasma lances. Once you've taken care of that spider droid, move your agents to this area here. And you need to kill these two guys. The zealot at the top of the screen is carrying a briefcase that you need to pick up. It's one of the objectives in this mission. Instead of running around the corner, I'm just going to blow the building up because I'm destructive. And then rush forward and pick up his explosive. And then you can all gang up on the remaining guy. He also has high explosive, so make sure you pick that up first. And then as you can see there's a briefcase. Some McGubbins that you need to collect. The unfortunate thing is that picking up that briefcase sets off the station's auto-destruct, which you want to set off. Unfortunately, in order to cancel the auto-destruct, you need access to the second half of the space station, which means that we need to start turning off the space station's defenses. Don't worry about the gas, it won't affect us. This guy tried to set off some high explosive, but we took him out. Now Agent 1 is full up with high explosive, so I'll just drop some. You can press Z on your keyboard. Obviously I'm talking about the PC version here. And you'll drop items, and you can drop high explosive without setting it off. Ah, yes, the chromo tap. Yeah, I guess I just feel the need to use it since I equipped it for some reason. But honestly, I really wouldn't bother with it. It's pretty much a waste of time. Stock up on nuclear grenades instead. So at this point you need to separate your agents. Send one of the agents to the end of these round rooms, sending Agent 4 down to the place where the spider droid came out of. And once the two agents are positioned there, that will turn off the stasis field there, which will allow your remaining two agents to move past it and into the second half of the space station. So there they are positioned. That should be turning off any minute now. Any minute now. Taking its sweet time. There we go, finally. So we'll just rush forward and take out this guy. Blast him with our plasma lances. Blammo! Finally got him. And yeah, pick up his high explosive he was carrying. Just hanging back a little bit here, letting Agent 1 recuperate a bit since he took a bit of a blast. And drop that high explosive we picked up. Because there's plenty more high explosive for us to pick up in this level. Just around that corner there's another zealot. We can't go through that way yet because of the shield blocking the way. More gas, which again we don't need to worry about. Just vaporize this guy and take his high explosive. Oof, Agent 2 nearly got it then. All 4 agents must survive this level. If any of them die, you'll have to restart. So, I just got the high explosive before it blew up. And we'll now send one of our agents down to this McGubbin here. And that will turn off the shield in the corridor. Which will let our remaining agent move up and go through the last remaining room with the station defense McGubbin.
Selected.
So, yeah, you can see the shield is gone. Let's hear it up. And there's one more zealot that we need to take out. Since you've only got one agent, just go in with fully charged plasma lance shots. It's the only thing that will kill him because he has a plasma lance as well. So you don't want to use any other weapon, or he will vaporize you. Yeah, make sure you pick up his high explosive as well. And okay, that's all for agents' positions. That will turn off all of the space station's defenses. Okay, that's where we need to get to. That is where we can turn off the station's auto-destruct. Unfortunately, it means going right the way back through the space station to the area that we picked up the briefcase. But we can group all of our agents again, thankfully. And we just need to wait for them all to get where they need to be. Agent 2 bringing up the rear. Ah, yes, that little yellow car. I should mention about that. It's a very strange thing. You don't want to destroy that car. If you destroy the car, then everybody dies, and you'll need to restart the level. If you destroy the car, something very strange happens. I'm not going to say what, I'll leave it up to you to find out. But yeah, don't destroy it. Okay, so we've got all of our agents back together. And we just need to take out these 2 zealots. So go in with the long range rifles and switch to the plasma lances to finish them off. Thankfully neither of them is packing explosives. So we can just rush to the end, and if you see the ticker message thing under the minimap, you'll see that it's changed to the Get Shuttle Life Support Module. That's the only indication that we get that the auto-destruct has been turned off. So the life support module is right back through the station again, all the way to where Agent 1 was when he turned off his space station defense McGovern. So we now have to wait for all of our agents to go back through the space station again. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. This is not one of my favourite levels, because there's a lot of traipsing back and forth, waiting around, and if you do die, then you have to do it all over again. So yeah, this level is what I would call a ball ache. Okay, we're nearly there. There are more zealots with high explosive where we're going, so we'll just drop a couple more bits. And send them to the end, where there's a nice garden. It looks like an artificial garden with trees and bushes and grass and stuff.
Plasma lamps.
I suppose they need oxygen or something for the space station. So there's a couple of zealots at the end here, and they will start moving towards you as soon as you get into this room. I would just let them do that. Don't move forward towards them, because there are a couple of Cerberus IFFs as well, and if you get too close they will start blasting you, and it just causes all kinds of problems. So just hang back, let the zealots come towards you, and then pick up their high explosive once you've taken them out. And there's a third guy here, but he's not packing any high explosive, thankfully. So we've just got these Cerberus IFFs to deal with, which we can safely shoot from a distance with our long-range rifles. And then there's another shield at the end. The switch to deactivate the shield is being guarded by a zealot, and all we have to do is shoot the zealot, and that will flip the switch and the shield will go away. But it is a bit of a tense end, because the last zealot has high explosive on him, so you need to wait until the shield disappears before you can rush forward and pick up the bomb. Which, if you've made it through the entire level, you really don't want to have to start it all over again at this point. So that's him gone. And come on, shield. There we go. Quickly! Finally got it. Hooray. So, there's actually a briefcase, another object that we need to pick up, which was on that final zealot. There it is. So pick that up, and then all you need to do is head to the end. And that's level complete. It's not completing because Agent 4 is still too far from the end. You need to make sure all of your agents are close to it. So just select Agent 4 and have him move forward, which is something I haven't yet figured out. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Level complete.